What's going on, YouTube? So I'm back here with this RC car, and I find it kind of dumb that they have this turbo button, because the thing doesn't do skids unless you push the turbo button. And maybe if you're on ice, in the street on ice, but I have this epoxy floor in the tile floor in my house. I haven't been able to get it to skid without pushing that button. So today we're gonna do a mod, make this button obsolete. First, need something pointy, and you're gonna poke the little hole here, little dot, then you slide it. You see it here? While I'm at it, I'm just gonna get rid of these super garbage double A's, just so I don't have to open it again anytime soon. Now, you're gonna need a P1 Phillips. Okay, that's the small, pretty much the smallest Phillips. There is a P0, but yeah, it's normally not used for stuff like this. And we're gonna go all the way around, taking everything out. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws total. Keep track. Don't lose any of the screws. You don't really want to deal with trying to find these from some hardware store or something. So now we need to split this thing apart. So you're going to go around here. You can see it's splitting open already. So this is where you're going to want a flathead, and you're going to sort of jimmy it around because there's going to be little pins and stuff. Boom. So there we have the two pieces. Inside, it's pretty basic. You have the Supra boost button, which is what we're changing today. We'll leave the button, but what we're going to do is jumper these two things. So I'm not even going to touch any of this wiring or anything. Okay, it's going to be super simple. All we're going to do is put a solder blob across these two pins. You see these gray wires? They come from these two pins here, right here. And they go to the switch, and all the switch does is connect these two together. So when you push this, it connects those. So now I'm just going to take a soldering iron. You can get one super cheap, AutoZone, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to put a huge blob to where these two are connected. Then you don't have to try to awkwardly, you're trying to control this, but you're also trying to push here. So now you can just put your thumb up here and focus on driving. So I did some more research with my meter, and without the button, there's 33 k ohms in on between these two pins, and then when you push the button, it shorts it out. So the 33 k ohm limits the amount of current, and it probably drops voltage that the controller sees, which is why the car goes slower when it transmits. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a blob across this. Here we are. Don't mind my bench. It's a big mess. So we gotta make sure we put enough. That's it. Boom! Now the button doesn't do anything. So let's test it out. Make sure it does full throttle all the time, and make sure the button doesn't change how the car acts. All right, let's see what happens. So pushing the button now does nothing. It's full power. I don't have to awkwardly push that button anymore. So this was a successful mod. Before putting this back together, I just tossed in some Energizer Ultimate Lithiums, just because I don't feel like changing them again here in 5 minutes. Okay, let's put this thing back together. Oh, I never shut it off. Alright. And this thing's totally hollow, so like this area here, if you want to do anything with it, there's room. If you want to do any, visual mods to this thing, it's up to you. Just put these back in one by one, get them buttoned up. And you just slide this on, use it to push this button down. And then you get it in the groove. And it'll lock in place. Now it's locked. So I'd like to thank you all again for checking out my video. Until next time, wrench on.